There we go. Here we are, and we're here. As you can see, Chris is having a great fucking time playing this game right now.
Oh, yeah. We all know she's high as hell right now.
Just hammered. Yeah, so we're back. Lyyra had an episode last week, so Chris isn't here. Another one. She's recovering. There's a lot of bleed, so yeah, I'll take a water. So right underneath that it says, yeah, I'll take a water. I can't get it to compress with all this stuff. So just in our mind's eye, yeah, I'll take a water's there. So yeah, I'll take a water. Let's change some music real quick because this is a little downer. Put that Wani Juhani on.
Hey, Juhani. Where the fuck he at? He needs to come back.
Right?
He can't come to the city.
He's out there.
We gotta go out.
Fuck Galen Drench. Let's just leave.
Fuck this city.
Fuck this whole ass city.
Leaving is always an option.
It is. That's true.
You just gotta wait till Danny gets really invested and has all the maps ready, and we leave.
Well, Scotty has to make a new character. What? Why? He hasn't just left.
Zveek stayed though. I'm playing Zveek now. You just can't speak.
Probably a homebrew for that.
Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, that was last week was a wild ride. Boy, we'll give it a little minute. Let me turn this down on my you know what? Let me know if I turn my specific online player down if it goes lower for you. Let's see. Hold on. You know what? I'll do that. Did music go away or is it still playing? Now I'm stalling for time. Just
I think I still hear it.
Well, I still hear it because of Sirenscape, but
it went away. Okay,
chat, yeah.
So it's specifically dedicated off my. Okay, so it's gonna come back. Boy, that's frustrating. That should be. Anyway, no big deal. We can figure that out. So,
right.
What's been happening? Let's see. Snick has. Everybody has been tracing down Galen Drench. You guys found out he was in the exchange, and you decided to run up over there. Teddy may have said too many things to too many people. You guys drew the ire of Big Baddie Galen Drench. You got jumped in an alleyway by a giant Goliath that was trying to get you. You fixed his ass, and then you guys snuck back into the exchange, got to a cop bar. Well, no, first off.
Wait.
First off, hold on.
The most important thing that happened last week was that one of our compatriots is now known as Michael Smith Bronson. That's the most important thing that happened.
You got a new
time traveler.
A new party member.
A time traveler, yeah.
Yeah, we got a new party member last week, Mike Smith Bronson, the time traveler, because Teddy decided to roll a nat 20 on a deception to the registrar of the city when he was registering as a fucking interstellar creature. And you just gotta honor the nat 20s.
Hey, we got 2 new party members last week because we also got Carlita the guardsman.
Oh, that's true. Right at the end, yes. Everybody's fucking different now.
That's
my
right.
bitch ex-wife.
We got Carlita the guardsman. That's right. I forgot all about that. So that
Nimbletooth is slacking. He's the one that's with the disguises. Meanwhile, everybody else is somebody fucking different now.
Oh man, the man of many faces, and look at you. Then you guys snuck back into the exchange. Snick put on the guise of a guard named Carlita. You guys smooth talked your way into a guard-only bar. You guys
didn't get scanned either. I think he cloaked on Yezin, didn't he? Or
on Zveek.
On Zveek, yeah.
Nimbletooth didn't get scanned that second time back in because he used Zveek to hide on and blended in. Then you went to the bar. You found out Galen Drench has been upplaying his role in the city a little bit as a, the guy that runs the show. He's just kind of a lower level, scummy security guy, kind of extorting a lot of the local people, and happened to just get, one of the bids to be security at the exchange. It's kind of like a part-time gig, but like whenever they need more manpower. But he still has a little bit of pull there. And then what happened? Then everybody sat down to kind of, revel in the fact, like, okay, we're getting close to Galen Drench. We found out where Mallard Industries is, the Mallard Security Service that he runs. And there goes Lyyra having a fucking episode again. Fucking, there we go. Again. Lyyra had a vision, only this time it was much more intense, to the point of everyone was present for that vision. You couldn't really interact, but it was more of like you were watching it play out in front of you, almost like she was like a conduit, a projector for you guys. Then you saw a whole bunch of things. You saw what could possibly be the future of events to happen, things burning, explosions, Galen Drench alive, Galen Drench dead, Galen Drench as the leader of the city, Galen Drench as a tombstone, all these crazy things. But what it did focus on was the current Galen Drench at the shattered yellow transmitter that's in the nest, only on the other side, where presumably wherever that is, with little mephits throwing sparks, trying to get it to, do whatever magic they're doing, and him speaking and almost having a conversation into a infernal tome. And here we go with another nat 20. Teddy with them laser vision eyes. Actually, no, Yezin saw it.
Yezin, yeah, it was Yezin, yeah.
Yezin saw it with a high perception, could read it through the vision, and then when he brought it up, Teddy had a aha moment, thinking back, pining through your deity and demigod books of who that name would be, Mohr'Gu'Dahl, that was written across it in infernal runes.
Yep.
And that was pretty much it. That gets us kind of up to speed of where we're at. Oh, and then everybody came to Lyyra turns into a tiny gem, hits the ground.
And
Mike grabbed it.
Yeah, Michael Smith.
He's a three namer. It's Michael Smith Bronson. We have to use all three.
Michael Smith Bronson. Yeah, you gotta say all three.
He's a Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
Also, real quick bookkeeping, you'll notice the channel points, aka the Spectre Nectar. We have 2 new things you could redeem if you're feeling fancy. For 5,000, you could fucking name something. I don't give a fuck what it is. Characters, items, towns, something cool.
Food. Yeah.
Food, anything, yeah.
A drink.
And,
Come up with this shit.
Fucking anything, name it.
Right.
And
help us. Fucking help us here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't have a last name for Yezin yet.
There you go. Name Yezin's lineage.
I thought
His last name is gonna be Bodie McBoatface, just one word.
I thought it was Nosin.
Yezin Nosin. And then the big whammy for 15k is a vision of the moon, which essentially is you're forcing a premonition on one of the characters as a GM hint if somebody gets stuck or you're trying to figure something out.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Sweet.
So
For 500, you could trip Teddy.
for 500, you could, or for free, you could trip Carmichael.
Yeah.
Oh, I should totally put that in as a fucking redemption. Just 50 points, trip Carmichael. All right, let me write that down.
5,000 points, Carmichael gets cured.
Yeah. Carmichael trip points. That's going down. All right. I think we're gonna retcon just the tiniest little bit. I know everybody came together after the vision and kind of see things, but I don't know about retcon, but we'll kind of expand on it a tiny bit. I know somebody, let's change the tone a little bit. Make sure everything works. All right, so we'll just get right into it. So as you were in that weird kind of limbo space of watching everything happen, it's easy for you to open up passageways or conduits to other places that you might want to speak, or maybe not. Just there might be things that reach out to you. And it would seem that Snick might have what's the best way to put it? So in this world, the deities and the gods aren't born that way. They kind of ascend to that. So essentially like an archfey that can embody the specific emotion to the fullest of whatever that deity is, could possibly overtake that deity just by chance, or by accident, or on purpose. They're just so focused on that specific part of their life and that emotion that they just kind of ascend to that area. So recently it seems internally Snick might be feeling a certain kind of emotion and accidentally reached out to something during this vision. So we're gonna go to the map real quick.
What could possibly go wrong?
There's a map?
Okay, go to the map real quick. Let me load this. It should just be activate.
Load this.
Okay. See if that loaded. Cool, it did. Let me center it.
Oh, what?
All right.
What?
So
What are you doing, Snick?
I don't know what this is, but I don't like it.
What the fuck is this?
let me
Welcome to the Cathedral of the
unpause
Damned.
this. I'm gonna drop Snick right on the bottom. Let me know if you have vision. You should have vision.
I do. I can see everything that's going down.
Okay, so what you see, can you guys see anything on the map, or do you not have tokens?
I can see.
I can see everything.
I can see the
Okay,
map.
good.
I just don't know where my token is.
You shouldn't have one.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you could visually see what's going on while
You're dead.
while this
All right,
while this
well.
goes down.
Is that a Supra?
All right, so Snick, let me get that back up, and then this over top. You have been having certain kinds of feelings, and while everybody's, you could see as the premonition starts to fade for Lyyra, you could see kind of like whoever's next to you. You could see not necessarily their face, but their essence is next to you. You know who it is. You could feel each one of those essences starting to depart as they're going back to their bodies. But yours kind of seems to slither a little bit down the astral path, and you actually end up somewhere else. It feels like you're physically there. For all intents and purposes, this is a physical experience. So yeah, you enter this just absolutely massive, almost abandoned, rundown like ballroom, and this is where you are. So what kind of feelings got us here?
Vengeance, repentance, mostly vengeance and revenge.
Fair. All right, so you are in a massive cathedral. I don't want to say cathedral. It has too much of a religious overtone to it, but it's just this grand like entertainment hall. Like when you think the old masquerade balls and those ornate, French villas and stuff like that. That's what you see. Only it's like it hasn't been touched in 1,000 years. It's just dilapidated, and you can move wherever you deem fit.
I'm just taking in the map because this is freaking cool.
Pretty dope.
I'm gonna head down the stairs
Perfect.
and just. I don't want to run down to the main area, but I kind of want to get over to this side and look at whatever is happening to my left.
Yeah, so you can see you can see those guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all those just seem to be just spirits and specters. Most of them have some sort of musical instrument attached, whether it's, a woodwind or some sort of stringed instrument, but they all seem to have some sort of acoustic instrument.
I'm gonna look around for Theo, Yezin, Nimbletooth, Lyyra.
No.
Guys?
Nothing.
All right, I'm just gonna then keep pressing forward because I am a curious mouse.
Perfect. Yeah, you see it's like the grand ballroom now. All the spirits are kind of looking over. The eyes follow you as you go too, as well.
It's cool. It's not ominous. It's not ominous at all. I'm gonna walk over to this piano, see what's going on over there.
Yeah, you see another little spirit action going on there, just playing the piano softly. It's like a waltz.
All right. I'm gonna look up to the center of the room, where that big between the statues.
Yeah, you see just a massive figure. Let me see, make sure it's working. Yeah. So you just see, so it's like a unreasonably attractive woman in a red ball gown and a wedding dress. Very, very, what you see is pretty much what you get. Very pale, and just kind of forlorn. You can see that look of sadness on her face.
I'm intrigued and scare-roused.
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 I have the weirdest boner right now.
I'm gonna walk up to the top, so if I need to run, I can, and just, hello?
Yeah, all right. What are you doing in my castle?
I don't know. It's a lovely castle.
Yes, I used to live here. It would seem.
Well, you look like you're still living here? I mean, you're here and it's your castle, so doesn't that mean you're living here?
This is a shell of what it was.
I mean, some cleaning supplies. I can use for some place right up.
What's the word? I couldn't leave if I wanted to.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna take a step closer. So many questions. I'm gonna not over. I've been told I can be a lot. Who are you?
I have so many names.
Okay.
I'm trying to. It's been so long since I had a visitor. What do they call me? Oh, the Queen of Bones. That is a name.
That's a cool name. That strikes the fear in your enemies.
I
Not like my name.
suppose. What is your name?
They call me Snick.
I mean, it's a name, I suppose.
Yeah. You can't be intimidating with the name Snickerdoodle.
Fair. Why have you come to my castle? I feel like you know.
I mean, I've been having some thoughts. I don't know if I would call them dark thoughts, but just general thoughts. And my one friend has these visions, and she kind of pulled us into her vision, and I ended up here. So I'm gonna assume it has something to do with my feelings as of recently in our hunt for a certain individual.
Do you know why I'm trapped here? Do you know what I stand for?
I've heard your name a little bit, in passing at some of the worshiping places in the city.
So they still say my name. That's curious.
You're kind of hard to forget.
before... Where to begin? I am the queen of broken promises and vengeance. So one of those two things has brought you here.
I'd have to say vengeance. I've been seeking vengeance for a long time after this man, Galen.
What are you willing to give for your vengeance?
She kind of looks down, thinking about everything that's been coming to light over the past, week and a half. Not to sound dramatic, but everything.
That is the correct answer. Well, Snicker of the Doodle,
Can't be taken seriously.
I believe we are aligned in more ways than one. I do not think it is a accident you are in my halls. So, perhaps you can go... what's the best way to put this? And be my eyes in the world.
Would it hurt any of the people I care about?
Have they betrayed you?
No?
Then no.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
She kind of approaches, but almost without... Oh, let me do this. Hold on.
There we go. She approaches, but almost without moving. It's more of she just is there. You know, you don't see any sort of... It's not even like a hover. It's just all of a sudden, it's just her presence is in front of you. And she kind of reaches out with this ghostly finger, and you don't feel like her physically grab you or pick you up. She kind of just uses it to lift you up in front of her, almost to inspect you, as she's kind of curiously seeing how you're made up.
Strange little creature.
I mean, I could say strange big creature, but
I suppose I can be a bit much.
what are you looking for?
Just inspecting.
Okay.
My true form is long forgotten and locked away, and I'm bound to this avatar, so just seeing what things look like in the material realm.
I mean, there's a whole diverse population in the material realm, so if you don't want to look like a tiny mouse, there are options.
Okay.
She starts to slowly lower you down, and you don't even feel weight. You're just back on the ground, and she inspects you again. Well, this time not physically lifting you up, but she kind of gets close, and
What is that curious magic in your chest?
What's the curious magic?
There's something in there. There's a device.
In my chest?
In your chest. It's much like that homunculus you have.
There's
you have something like a little... when you were crushed and repaired, there is kind of like a little, I don't want to say pacemaker, but something along those lines that's close to your chest. It's a little like a little orby thing that kind of keeps blood flowing and things like that.
Okay.
An arc reactor.
It keeps me alive. I almost died, or I guess I technically did die and was brought back. I'm not sure of the specifics, but
Yes. You almost met the Meridian, it seems. Well, I have a idea. How about, what do they call them in your world? She kind of
just thinks for a second, like off in thought, like just totally forgets you're there, and she's like pining back into her memory.
Yes. As a show of faithfulness as my new little warlock, how about you seek a ghost engine?
she just pulls out her notebook. Oh, okay. You said a ghost engine?
Correct.
That sounds incredible. Where would I find a ghost engine?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know what the world looks like anymore.
Okay. So this is something that exists, like I don't have to build it?
Oh, that's not for me to decide.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I can totally. Yeah, that should be. What does it do?
It's the best way. I suppose clarity is in order if you're going to be my champion. Do you see each one of these spirits?
Yeah, they're a little dead in the eyes, so to speak.
Right. Each one of these spirits, how do I say, was deemed in need of vengeance. So, each time a soul that has been truly broken a promise and made a promise knowing that it's going to affect the other person negatively to their core, or have done things that entail vengeance, and they were killed, their soul is brought to me. The ghost engine would just expedite the process.
Okay. Okay, where would I bring it once we do find it, build it, whatever has to be done?
Goes in that tiny little circle in your chest.
Okay, so it's small.
Small's a relative word, I believe.
You know what? I'm smart. I'll figure it out.
That's my little champion.
Oh boy. Oh, I should definitely not tell Theo about this.
No.
Okay. So, I don't know. Thank you, and I'm just gonna try and hug her.
Yeah, it just goes right through.
Oh, sorry. I should have. My mistake.
It's fine. Like I said, this is merely an avatar for my phone.
And may I say, it's a stunning avatar. Like.
I got to choose.
Okay, well, I should go take care of that right now for you. Because I think the sooner the better.
Good luck, my little champion.
All right, thanks.
And your vision starts to fade. Let's get
What
this
did
back
you
in.
just do?
So the vision starts to fade. All the whispers and soft music starts to fade away. And where were we? Get you
It's
guys
never
back
too early
over
to start
here.
multiclassing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you guys
Level
are back.
one, everything.
You guys are right back at the table. You're pretty much where you left off. So you kind of, your body was still there, and you tune in and just hear Theodore be like, Mohr'Gu'Dahl, yes, and then what he said from there.
Oh boy. So yeah, you guys just said the name that he read, right?
Yep.
Did you say Mohr'Gu'Dahl?
Yeah, I believe that's what I read off the book, Mohr'Gu'Dahl.
Oh. Perhaps this Ganon Drench has a thirst for knowledge, wizardry? You know who that? You clearly know who that is.
Did I already roll for that last? I honestly don't remember. Does
yeah.
he doesn't know who that is?
Nope, the only person that really knew who it was Teddy with the nat 20.
Gotcha. I have no idea who it is. It probably has something to do with...
have a seat. Have a seat.
I mean, if his name's Infernal on some sort of book, I imagine he has something to do with some sort of hellish magic or something.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. As we've learned from Androthair's Guide to Devils and Creatures of the Nine Hells, of course. A cautionary tale, if you will, about wizardry and power and bureaucracy and all of that. Dabbing.
Lose muted.
Realm. Number 2, speak up, boy.
Well, who's Mohr'Gu'Dahl?
Oh, he was once a great king, and his life is immortal. His dominion stretched for untold miles across the lands of Greyhawk. Why I'm so surprised to hear it here. Have you all heard of Greyhawk?
I mean, yeah, they're just birds.
Oh, no.
Greyhawk before.
It's another
My
realm.
parents raised some Greyhawks. What are you talking about?
There's an entire realm of existence. Greyhawk. My world and your world there are many worlds. Beyond the point, we'll get to that. His kingdom was vast. His true name was Gafton Mohr, or Gafton the Honorbound, as his minions called him. He was a great, very successful, uncontested. The only people with more power than him were the gods. And even, I fear, some of them may have even feared him.
So is he trying to take over this world too? Is that...
Well, no. You see, things did not go very well for Mohr'Gu'Dahl. He aged, as all mortal men do, and his successor did not have his best interest in mind. His successor was, not quite lethal, but, more like a Weasley scholar. He used bureaucracy and law and rules to climb his way to the top, but he had the most ill intentions. And Mohr'Gu'Dahl had to do everything in his power to stop him. So, eventually he came to the conclusion that he will outlive the fellow. If he does not die before his successor, he does not have to fear his successor taking over. And he would never outright kill or banish or exile his successor. He had a great deal of honor in the laws of the land and the laws of his people. So eventually he came to make a bargain, if you will, with a devil named Dispeter, an archdevil. They struck a bargain after much bickering. Some say it lasted 7 days. It's debated. But eventually the two were to agree that he would be given another 500 years of life. And the price was 1 drop of blood. And so it was done. Very little is known about what happened in the aftermath. He did outlive the successor, but I'm sure there were others. And what was the price of that drop of blood? None know. The cautionary tale. You seek power, you must be careful.
So
don't make deals with devils.
Well, we all know that.
Yes. But why Ganon Drench is so enamored with the ordeal? Perhaps he wishes to make the same bargain to live longer.
Can we wait?
No.
Can we step this back real quick? You said it's bad to make deals with devils?
Well, yes.
Is it
What-
like just
what-
devils?
What about demons?
Oh, no. Oh, much worse. Much worse. Devils at least have the honor of the contract. The demons, they are.
What about with hell itself?
Well, hell is made of devils, and devils are typically those who have made these bargains. It is assumed that when he has died, he himself becomes one of these devils.
Because of the deal.
Yes, it is not proven, but many assume so.
Now, Dan, how long did it take Snick to snap out of it? Like, how much conversation took place before she rejoined us?
Like 30 or 40 seconds. It was very noticeable that her eyes were still glassed over, like what's her name's Lyyra's usually are. You would assume your eyes were the same way when you went and had your thing.
So during that exchange, he would have, Nimbletooth would have basically kept an eye on Snick, and kind of pointed out to Yezin and to Michael Smith, Bronson, that she hasn't rejoined us. Like, hey guys, look, she's still there wherever we were.
Dick, you're missing this lecture. He starts snapping.
I'm pretty sure Nimbletooth is bringing it up because it's probably more of a problem than just missing your lecture.
Yes. What are you doing? Are you going to go in your gym again?
Oh, huh? What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. That was a very insightful vision.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So, back on top, how do we feel about people who have made deals with devils and or demons and or hell itself? How do we feel about
Typically, they are not to be trusted.
Well, I mean, it's
not to be trusted?
It's
Yes.
all in the wording, and really, what defines a devil and a demon? I mean, really, there's a fine line, a gray area sometimes, depending on.
Very clear definition of a devil.
And also, people make pacts for really good reasons. So
Yes, this is true. There is an exception. Those who do it out of love or honor. No, this is part of the gray area, if you will, of Mohr'Gu'Dahl's story.
Maybe to survive.
Yeah, that.
That's more of an act of selfishness. That
But what if they've chosen to survive so that they could then in turn save other people close to them and maybe restore balance and or lives back to something that very much mattered to them?
So you're saying that there's a noble end or a noble cause.
Like an end justifying the means.
yes, but if that is their true intention, which oftentimes it is not.
Well, I mean, we all
Well,
know.
if it was their intention
Well, then yes.
and they follow through on it, then,
Yes,
then
this would be-
we're okay with that.
It is not the wisest choice because there is always a price. Devils never go without pay.
Well, is there not a price to the magic that you use?
Not really.
What? And he just straight up like shoots you that look like, really? What?
No. We simply use natural phenomena. We learn to understand it and to manipulate it, but not for any great harm. Well, we're not supposed to.
I'm sorry, but I literally saw you shoot ice at a dude and kill him.
Yes, well, it slowed him down.
Not to bring
Lyyra is the murderer here.
You do not blame this on her.
But
You would be dead like 5 times over if it wasn't for
Have you
her.
seen the look in her eyes?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, it's a murderer to you, but also your savior. So you
Well,
can't
yes,
really, you know.
But that's why I hold no grudge.
Right.
Have you seen her eyes?
And yet you hold her in
Yes.
in your pouch.
So,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
Yes, my
what
friend.
if someone made some sort of deal and or agreement or pact with hell to help remove the other unkept agreements and promises of those who have contracted with devils and demons, and bring it all back into that area and remove curses? What about that? Is that also a gray area?
Well, usually devils don't do anything against their own interest or the interest of those that they are also in contract. They are often in contract with one another as well. They love paperwork.
They love contracts, yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's true, and I hate contracts and paperwork, so I would never do that.
Well,
I feel safe with you, yes.
I agree with that. I think that's probably wise.
Yes.
The less documentation, the better.
And they're also quite clever. I've
are.
heard many a story of them using wording in a way to mislead.
So,
Yes.
so what about folk who have kind of just signed a contract without reading it and just kind of went for it right there? And
Yes, and what have you
The
done?
bathroom.
Yeah,
Yes,
Run off.
Yes, and are you concerned about something that you may have gotten yourself into?
no, I was just asking for hypotheticals.
Oh, for a friend? You were asking for a friend?
You wouldn't happen to have a copy of that friend's contract that you may have signed for them?
Or a brother?
Yes.
He doesn't even know how to write. Why would he be signing contracts?
Oh. They would force him to. They need some sort of signature.
Well, they could be a
But
drop
I
of blood
imagine
or...
that they need some sort of active consent.
It's
to
more the will.
signature.
Yes. It's your willingness and then a sign of that, maybe a drop of blood, a fingerprint, your face, anything.
A chip of your body,
Yes.
a rocky body.
Yes.
So,
No,
yes,
I have no idea how these contracts work. I'm asking because I want to know.
Well, just don't. It's best to avoid. They tend to end horribly. I mean, the story of Mohr'Gu'Dahl is
Yeah, but-
morally gray, but he did it for
Yeah.
honorable reason, and it's one of the rarity. Things worked out the way they did. Normally, they go horribly wrong for those who sign these
So you're saying
contracts.
Mohr'Gu'Dahl was an honorable reason?
Ish. Yes, yes.
Ish.
But typically, contracts with devils just go horribly awry. Entirely in the devil's favor.
Now, could one make multiple contracts with different devils and multiple demons?
One could, but they would.
No, that would just be foolish, right?
Yes, they would likely contradict
Well-
one another, and then you would be torn asunder by multiple devils.
well, if you did it the right way, they would be opposed to each other, trying to figure out who comes out on top with your soul and or the debt. That might buy you some time. Just saying.
Yes,
What if one would to sell their soul to somebody else prior? Is that also a problem?
Well, they would know about that, though.
yes, I believe they would.
Yeah, they would know about that.
Again, purely hypothetical. I just want to know.
I'm glad that you're curious to learn, Yezin.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
I'm enjoying this new side of you.
So, I want to bring it back to the topic of Lyyra and her crystal.
Yes.
So you are not from here, Michael Smith Bronson.
That's correct.
If you were to leave or get pulled back, she wouldn't stay here. I don't necessarily think that you're the best. You're the best person to hang on to her crystal. I think she would want it to be one of us. So,
Why would I get pulled back?
well, you're not from here.
Well, yes, but they would have to use magic. I would simply resist. I'm a powerful wizard, Nibbletooth.
I disbelieve that, but
Well, you may be a powerful wizard, but you're not necessarily powerful being. I mean, I've seen you take a hit.
okay, that one I agree with. You may
That
be
was-
powerful with magic,
Was not expecting that.
but we've seen multiple times where you have thought you were on the verge of death.
And here I am.
Yeah, because Lyyra kept you alive.
Yes, that's why I'm going to keep her alive. And he taps his pouch on his robe. Yes.
I don't think it works like that. I think maybe
Oh, she
you
just
put
has to
her-
calm down, right?
Maybe we become guardians of her crystal for the time being, and maybe we make sure that we keep you alive as well. I think Snick might, maybe Yezin. Yezin, you might be a good guardian for the crystal for the time being.
Why wouldn't I be a good guardian?
No, you would be, but there, you tend to put yourself out there, and it's very risky.
It's you're reckless.
I stand back really far because I have a freaking gun that shoots really far. Why would I just be like, ah?
Why are we
Danger.
arguing about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just someone, I'm sure he's fine. If he gets ported, we'll stop him. Or Lyyra's going on a trip, and then we have to open that crazy portal and figure out how that crazy portal opens.
I'm not getting ported out of here.
I don't know.
You want me to roll a save, Danny?
Just roll
Right now.
There is
Right.
no possible way that I'm going to get ported.
Whether we believe you or not, I don't know.
So anyway, banish spell goes off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Snick.
So you guys saw the same vision with the book and everything, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that far. Yeah.
Yes, Yezin was able to make out the title. Yes.
Did you guys see the ghost engine in the back corner?
The what?
The what?
It was just a thing, and it had a label, and I could only read the label, and it said ghost engine.
You can roll Arcana or Religion, respectively, whichever one you want to recognize that. You can also do it.
Arcana. Ooh, I don't know. What do you think?
Wait,
whichever.
what? Are we talking about a device?
I think so.
Snick, now that you're back to, you can also roll either Arcana, Religion, or whatever associated thing for some sort of device, because you are a magical tinkerer.
Ooh. Yep. That's Mike Bronson rolled a 22.
Oh,
It's
Jesus Christ.
Nick with a
And
nat 20.
Carlita, that's Carlita, nat 20.
Oh, no, normal 20. Or dirty 20.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I got
Dirty
60.
20.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
it's just green. It's just green.
Yeah. I thought it was
Yezin and Nimba too. They're like, what?
I'm trained in religion too, and I'm very bad at this.
Untrained in both.
He went to Sunday school but did not pay attention.
yeah, CCD was not your strong suit.
all of my religion applies to like hell and those things. That's
So now, once you said it out loud, now that you're back, because it was just like kind of like a sensory overload. They are small, almost like little lantern containers that hold a soul. It's just a dead body. It's like a receptacle. It's just something along those lines. You don't really know what or why. You just know that they can hold a singular soul.
Is that like one of them dream containers?
Oh,
Yeah, very similar, yes, but for the soul itself. The entirety of your essence, your being. But I didn't see one.
I think it'll help us take out Mr. Drench.
How?
I'm not sure yet, but I think it's gonna help.
So we need to get a ghost engine.
Well, slow down. I mean, these are quite powerful tools. And you've been trained?
I mean, look at me. I'm smart. I could look at something and know how it works.
Well, yes, we could figure it out, but there might be catastrophic consequences.
Should we go talk to Fishhead Frank?
I mean, yeah, Fishhead Frank might actually be a good starting point.
This makes me very nervous.
Theo or Mike Bronson Smith, Mike Smith Bronson.
Mike is fine. Mike's fine.
You gotta let your hair down, take off the big cap, and just relax and go with the flow sometimes.
Oh God,
wait,
no!
How close? Have we
Exposing those ears would not be a good idea.
how long have we been in here?
Probably like 20 minutes by now. Enough for you
Okay.
to like, buddy up with that guy, get the info, and then have a quick vision or two, as one does.
Also, you should probably get out of here, right?
Yeah, the time on Carlita's gotta go on shift soon.
Yeah, that's fair. So where are we heading?
I've got time.
Well, we should probably go back, at least to what ails you first,
I like it.
or the library.
I like that too.
What
Unless,
do we need at the library?
well, I think that's the best place to get any information that we could about ghost
Machines.
engines.
Or I guess looking up this Mohr'Gu'Dahl fella and seeing why he has some sort of tome or book on a man who has made a pact with a devil.
We had a couple leads to chase.
Yes, and if that book was borrowed from the library, not owned, you might get a name or a face.
Oh, a face? We could get a face?
Yes.
That sounds perfect.
But then let's go to the library.
Kind of like. Oh boy.
All right, moving on.
Okay. And Nimbletooth is just like trying to like, all right, somebody tell a joke or something, make a distraction, just draw some attention to yourselves, so I can get back on speak and just hide myself. And that's totally what he's just gonna try to do. Just
I mean, we
try
can
to-
do that once we get outside the building.
No, you can't leave with more people that you came in with.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna jump up on the table.
Okay, and
Mike!
as soon
And
as
then
he
I'm gonna smack Mike in the face. How dare you find another woman?
and he totally just jumps on speak at that point. Just like- and he just
Yeah, they're
let me
a bunch
roll
of
that.
Mike was
Teddy
not
just
ready
got
for that.
Teddy just got slapped and he's not bitching and moaning? Wow.
What's that?
All right,
yeah.
16 on that. So
Yeah, it's a bunch of drunk cops too, so it wasn't going to be too high. But yeah, so you just jump on and you feel pretty confident. You guys kind of see as Nimbletooth ducks into like the shady armpit of Zeke and can't see him. Mike Bronson's just like stunned.
Yeah.
And
What?
so-
I barely looked at her.
Leave the house, and then I'm gonna run out the door.
So as before you jump down, as you do that, the bartender comes over, the one you're talking to before. He's like, "Hey, Carlita, this guy giving you a problem?"
I just found this man. I'm gonna take care of it.
All right, let me know. And he like
Never.
he looks over at Teddy and he's just like, "Hey, she's one of the good ones, right?" Turns around and goes
You
back.
tried dealing with her.
Listen, I would love to. All right, Carlita. Listen, if it doesn't work out, come back.
You got it.
you don't know what she's capable of. Going outside in socks. We don't know.
Isn't trying to like follow along with what's going on, and stands up like thinking that he's doing it right. Like, hey, don't you come after her? That's this guy giving you a problem. He's now always pointing at the bartender. Like, yeah, this is what we're doing. We're making a scene.
He's like, "All right, everybody, get the fuck out of my bar."
Oh boy.
And he's
All
just
right.
pissed off, muttering on the way out. People of this century. Savages.
Isn't still very confused.
All right, so you guys, you're just gonna go to the regular library. You're trying to go look into some things.
Yeah, try not to get assassinated this time.
Yeah. So you want to?
Don't worry, we're here with you now, Teddy.
Yes, well, keep your eyes sharp.
Snick knows
round.
where the Lockmore Public Library is. It's in College Park, so it's in the. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's in the Mages District.
Were we talking about like the library off of the museum or the one you guys went to before?
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go to the museum library?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So never mind. Excellent. Yeah, so
More home base. Or
For
we
sure.
could check out a new place. Mm-hmm.
it's totally up to you. Yeah, so if you want to go back to the museum, totally, yeah, get back there. It's again, you guys aren't too far off. It's just next district over. You get back to the Blue Top district, and you pull up to the museum. Everything's kind of looking normal. The sun's starting to set as much as it can, so it's getting towards the end of the evening. There's a lot going on today, and everything looks fine. Katani's still stuck in that same spot you left her, where she's just like pining over every single thing she possibly can. It's almost like manic at this point. Yeah, and you go around to the library, and the library's just kind of open for it's not open for the public, but since you guys are in with Atticus, and some people are students, you guys have access to it for sure.
In groups of 2. It could be anywhere.
Don't go too far away from us. We're in one library.
Yes, well, they are clever. You ready for anything? Could be behind any book, around any corner.
Behind any book?
Has he?
How small are they? Teddy, you're very confusing.
He's gotten more paranoid since he got here.
He has. I think he's taken one too many axes to the head.
When you've seen what I've seen through all these centuries, you would understand.
Centuries? How old are you?
No one knows.
He's got to be at least like 10, right?
And Teddy just starts going.
All right, you guys want to roll investigations to try and figure out what you're getting?
Yeah.
Looking for stuff on demons and Mohr'Gu'Dahl and shit.
Looking for clues. Actually, I might be able to use a feature.
Fuck yeah.
Oh no.
Not so good.
That's a whopping 6 for me.
You're still having trouble keeping your attention together after what just happened. Yes.
Bryce, he hasn't
picking
his nose at this point.
Yeah,
He hasn't knocks over a bookshelf.
You're stuck at the Dewey Decimal System card catalog. You're just going through them, trying to figure it out how it works. Let's see. What do we got? Researcher. Turn to learn. Usually, okay. Secret away in the most inaccessible place, or simply can't unearthing the deepest secrets of the multiverse. All right, so essentially, okay, so you have the researcher feat gives you a better idea of where to look, who to ask, and things like that.
Mm-hmm. In my world.
Yeah, no,
Well,
it
is
totally
the Dewey
works.
Decimal System the same in this world? We don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know.
I'm not gonna penalize you for that. It's yeah. So you have a much better. So you can either give somebody advantage, or you can either roll at advantage, or use a help action to help. Because you're just pretty much just like, oh no, not here, down here. This is where it would be.
I will help Snick.
Perfect. And if you want to, Nimbletooth, we're rolling investigations to try and find information that you guys are looking for.
He's got to chug some cooking wine real quick. It's like,
Yeah. Hey, Pellegrino.
Water.
Pellegrino.
But yeah, your 20 holds up for sure. 20 total.
Investigation.
Yep. 15. Yeah, so and Snick, you can roll again because Teddy's giving you advantage with researcher. 14. Perfect. Yeah, you guys start to hone in on it.
and you guys, I mean everyone but Yezin.
But yeah, correct. Yeah, Yezin's just kind of Dude, like you're actually holding books upside down and shit like that at this point.
He somehow made it to the young adult section, and he's very confused.
You're reading the young adult
Highlights.
vampire novel called Dusk, since Twilight is copyrighted. So,
I made it to the adult section. I'm reading Tusk Love.
oh god! So Yezin's over in the corner reading pornos, and you guys eventually start to parse together how the library's set up. You haven't really been in here before. This would be like Lyyra's style, and so which specific things are you trying to seek?
Well, Ghost Engine.
Yep. So you kind of find that under like magical items, specifically cursed magical items.
Cursed.
It's fine.
Teddy would be, I think, focusing his energy on Mohr'Gu'Dahl and his business in this world.
Fair.
How those devils translate, and then if anyone took out a book.
So yeah, so you find like a book that isn't from this world. Like, so Atticus has been slowly collecting a plethora of things with his, interplanar friends, and eventually you start to get to like books that you recognize of authors that you know from the material realm, and it's the same thing. It really drives home what you know before about Mohr'Gu'Dahl and how now he is an archdevil after making his deal. So essentially his 500 years ran out, and he was trapped in the second layer of hell as an archdevil under Despater.
And he's going to gleefully share this information with his friends, whether they're interested or not.
So yeah, you see Teddy rock hard telling you about
He did become an devil.
yeah, just rocked up.
Well, that's great. We're very proud of you for finding that. We're gonna try to find a little more information about the Ghost Engine.
Yeah.
So does everyone who makes a deal with a devil or a demon become some sort of archdevil or demon later on?
No,
That's where all the devils come from.
they take your soul and then they offer you the opportunity to keep working for, in order to minimize the amount of torture that you're put through. You can become one of them in order to get the opportunity to bring in more souls, so to lessen your pain. I think that's how it works.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, you must bring
that's how it works.
great pain to others
Right.
in exchange for sparing your own.
Right.
It's mildly common knowledge that devil, even in this world too, it's the same. Devils don't reproduce. The only way more devils are made is by devils getting mortals to sign contracts, and then when they die, they turn into devils to fight the unending war versus the demons.
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. Totally.
The great wizard Ponzi explained. he wrote his thesis on this.
That's right.
Man,
Oh no, that's canon too. Sign it up.
you'd have to be some sorry sucker to fall for that, right?
Well,
Yes, only real dopes usually go for it.
it's truly enticing. I mean, when you think about it.
His name is Ponzi
no,
the Peak.
not for good old Yezin. Absolutely
Yezin.
not.
Eternal servitude in an endless war against demons.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
Yes, yes, it's quite awful.
Yeah,
Horrible decision.
it could be.
I don't know why you guys are looking at me so hard.
What's Nick doing?
Get up and like point me towards the top shelf.
I'll give you a leg up.
Zveek walks up and helps you.
And I'm just like, all right, books coming down. I'm just gonna toss like 3 books down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Teddy
Pew,
is
pew.
fucking panicked. Panicked.
The fatter the book, the more information it probably has. So that one.
I'm gonna look for the. Oh god, I'm not strong. Oh gosh.
Yes, you're
Just
just
let it
bombing.
fall.
Oh, no!
If you want to try and grab it, Teddy,
I
you
would
can.
not drop those inside of Zveek's head. It is still wet in there.
The book's gonna, you're just throwing it, right? The
yeah,
book,
it's
you're
just like
tossing it
slipping
down.
out of my hands over.
Yeah. If somebody wants to grab it, they can. It's up to you.
Yezin will start catching him. He's not helping at all.
It's like a chain because Nimbletooth is on Speak and he's just catching and just letting it fall, just dropping it towards Yezin. Maybe somebody's gonna catch it.
And
So
he's
if you
doing
want-
his best. Like, you know when you drop your cell phone, you try to slow it down with your foot. Like, he's just fucking panic trying to.
Yeah, so you can either do athletics or acrobatics, depending how you want to catch it.
Oh, I'm not catching it. I'm just totally deflecting it and just trying to send it down. Like
I see Snick and Nimbletooth as like this fucked up Rube Goldberg machine, just like throwing hooks off all over the place.
Yezin's catching them all. Here we go.
I'm just trying to keep them from going into the Sveek pit
Yeah,
head, the Sveek head pit. So
acrobatics, not too shabby. Okay,
13?
what is an 8?
no,
That's just hit.
hang
Just
on.
trying to break falls. Just trying to break anything that hits it.
Oh yeah, mine didn't go. Oh God, I can't
Yeah.
roll above a 3 today.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
have a pretty
Jesus.
big bonus, but yeah, total 8. So yeah, you the 8 athletics was enough to at least stop them. You don't catch them, so you kind of like slow it down and it hits the ground. The 13 acrobatics, we'll say Yezin, since he's a pretty big dude, kind of like slows it down, and as it falls, Teddy does that like when you save your phone, stick your foot out and catch it from really taking damage type thing. It's
I wanted to land on the flat side. That's all.
yeah, just
Yeah.
little dust comes off. But yeah, so and as you're doing that, you're kind of getting an idea of what each one of these is, what each book is, and you're kind of seeing that most recent one that hit the ground is probably going to be the one. It's a book especially on cursed magic items.
Well, how are we looking? Anything else?
Hold on, I'm looking.
She's. Where did she go? She's
she-
over on the other side. What's she doing?
She climbed into the shelf,
Yeah,
apparently.
she's on the other rack now.
She's away
Nick,
in
what are you
there.
doing?
Cat was stuck in a bag. Like he got stuck in the handle and was freaking out.
Oh,
Sveek
God.
is just sitting there in a bag trying to get out. But yeah, so that most recent book that hit the ground, with your researcher skill, you'll know that that's going to be the one that'll probably glean the most.
If you're so very much concerned with ghost engines, that would be the start.
Oh, all right then.
Alright, I'm ready to get down, Tweak.
Yum. Just kind of.
Just
He
makes-
kind of
just
grabs you
makes
like
her-
a toy, like yeah. So yeah, so you start reading through the books, and that specific tome, the large one, tells how it's specifically designed for trapping evil spirits of evil creatures. So it's almost like I don't want to say a torture chamber, but it's pretty much like a very detailed from like an arbiter, like a religious figure, of how to make a ghost engine to specifically trap and control a evil spirit. So it's like specifically fey spirits, and it's made with a lot of cold iron, so it's a painful process for when the thing's stuck in there.
Okay. So do we have to make it? How do we trap a soul into it?
And, well, which soul, first of all?
Nick, I don't. This is a dangerous field of work.
I'm interested. I think I might be able to power a new weapon with this.
You're making some sort of ghost weapon? Are you trying to hunt ghosts?
I don't know, but
Or use ghost as the
Energy source?
ammunition?
kind of? Yeah, like if I can harness a soul, maybe
Yes,
power the weapon.
no
you
problem. The
trying to
liches do it all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that Lyyra would have any problem with this at all.
Yes, no problem
sure,
for a lich.
This is totally within the
Yes.
realm of reason. Yeah.
What a horrible evil could await her.
Well, are you only using... now, do you trap
That's how it
ghosts
starts,
with the
yes.
ghost engine, and are all ghosts evil?
No.
You know, I blame Teddy for this. Teddy's got me using my brain lately, and it's not okay.
I quite like it.
Doing too much critical thinking.
Whoever this Teddy fellow is, he deserves some credit.
Well,
Shut up, you human fuck.
well, I mean, really, the definition of evil, it's kind of fluid, really.
It's very subjective, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. But you collect enough souls and gain enough power, eventually you go mad with it, Nick.
That might make you evil.
Yes.
If
That's
you
usually how it happens.
If you strive to collect a lot of souls, I don't think that's really good.
Well, I'm not striving to collect a ton of souls. I just need one. Because something's telling me this is going to work out. But also, look at me. I'm super innocent. I am super cute. Do I look like I'd be good lich material?
Yes.
You were raised by a super assassin who trained other super assassins.
Yes.
For all we know, you could be developing this power unconsciously,
Yes,
and then you're going to get some sort of activation word.
Yes,
and then
raised in
you're
a
going
bassinet to protect you against magics and being located. You have no idea of your origin, and now you have a craving for souls?
Well, first, thank you for reminding me that I'm an orphan, because that's totally a part of my life I love remembering. Two,
Yes, look how fucking unhinged she is.
Well, I mean, she had parents. We saw them.
Yes.
yeah. So,
Where are their souls now? He just kind of looks at this Nick.
I'm hoping they're alive.
And then, like, just like the vision in Nimbletooth's brain is like all the big splatters of blood in the in the nest room. Is just like, yeah,
So
they might be
can
alive.
only souls be trapped in the ghost engines, or do they trap the entire physical body?
Usually.
Like the crystal?
They snatched the soul from it, leaving the corpse.
What if
Yeah.
the ghost engines are made from the crystals of people, the gemstones?
Enough about the dreams.
No.
No.
What if
not-
your parents' gemstones are trapped inside this ghost engine you're talking about that Galen Drench has?
Why do we assume
He
that
has
he has one?
I thought you said that's where you saw it.
Yes, where did you see it? You saw
I
it in the
thought I
vision.
saw it in Galen Drench's study. In the back corner. You guys were looking at the book. I was looking the other way.
I see.
Oh, that's where we were. We were in his place.
I think so.
It makes sense. I did see a very similar
Well,
teleportation
It
circle.
was super
yeah,
tacky.
he had the teleportation circle. That's his teleportation circle.
saw
So that's
the
his
methods.
secret entrance.
Yes. But that's where we need to find.
But
And
you're looking for one soul to power a ghost engine, but if he had your parents, he would have two. He wouldn't have made this work already?
I'm just throwing out ideas, all right? I don't know.
all I'm saying is, if your parents are alive, do you think they'd be proud that their daughter became a lich?
I'm not going to become a lich, and I would love to think that my parents would love me for whatever I became.
Even if that's
A lich?
I got a lot of years to make up for.
Well, fortunately, you'll be living forever.
Well, I hear that you could just repent at the end, and you absolve yourself of all, of everything that you've done along the way.
We
So-
went full circle.
You have Paylor here?
Oh my god. It just made me like spit all over my mouth.
It makes my head hurt.
I say we put this ghost engine thing down for a little while. Think about it. Maybe sober up and have a good thought.
Sober up.
I'm sober.
Oh, I just realized all
Yeah.
of those rolls
just
I should have been
realized
making
sober.
at disadvantage because I've got a point of
You didn't
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry about it. You
Nice did
literally
that for you, bro.
I could just get worse.
Touche. You didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
Yeah, so as you start reading through the book more too, you start to realize that maybe the ghost engine is more of like a misnomer. It's just kind of like it's more of like a nickname, like a local term. It's
Phylactery.
yeah, it's more or less just like, so if you're attempting to not let a lich ascend or something along those, like something truly evil from going back into wherever the cosmos it can go, you can lock it into this
It's the Ghostbusters fucking slide trap.
essentially, yeah, it's essentially a lantern shaped thing like that will contain the essence of a spirit.
See, right here. So if by some reason he did make a deal with the devil, we can use this to make sure he doesn't pop up anywhere else.
Perhaps. But I'm just saying, use caution, Stick. This is not initiate level equipment.
Says the guy who is using time traveling all willy-nilly.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, I'm here to save you, Yezen.
But no.
What?
A little thanks would be nice now.
See, I almost want you to roll deception, but you believe it. It's not a lie. You're not lying.
Scotty believed it, so.
Like, to Teddy, that is not a lie, so it's pointless to roll deception.
Truth is subjective.
He's really here to save everybody.
This is true.
What a hero.
Weirdly enough, that might be true, but you are going to save everyone?
But we are.
Oh, okay, we. Because I was thinking, like, your greatest weakness is just an axe.
Well, that's what you're for.
That's fair.
Look at the size of you. Strong.
I mean, Yezen is like 5'4".
Are you like a little big shit house?
He's not, is he?
Is he?
Yeah. Is he?
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
He's a little squat thing.
He's got like a climber's build, so like his arms are a bit longer, but he's like Wolverine, man. He's very short.
Oh, god damn it.
That's when you noticed he was talking to Zveek behind you.
He was looking over you talking to Zveek.
I was totally picturing something different. Okay.
Yeah.
So was I. That's funny. With our combined efforts, I think we could do some great good here. But
Good. Yeah.
carefully, Miss Snick. Tread lightly. I've seen several of my compatriots go down the wrong path. They died horrible deaths.
Well, I trust my ability to be a good person because I've always been a good person. I wouldn't be funding an orphanage if I was not a good person.
Orphanage of assassins, yes.
You're not gonna let that go, are you?
Well, it's what we were told, so. I mean, we gotta go with what we were told.
So you say. I'm sorry.
Hmm?
You said there was this ghost engine that you seek.
Mm-hmm.
It would be bad if we have it, but it is much worse that Galen Trench has it. So I think we're in agreement. We should steal his.
Or make our own.
Oh, Snick.
How does one actually employ a ghost engine exactly? Like, what is it? How do we... Well, we know how we arm it. We put ammunition in it. We need to get a soul. But what construction needs to take place, and how do we use it? Is it like a ballista? Is it, like, what is it?
No,
Point and click.
It's like a trap.
Yes. Like a temporal prison.
So if I were to take cold iron and essentially build a trap with contraptions that can like lock, and then we essentially figure a way to harness this arcane energy to trap the soul inside.
Is
should
what?
work.
Are you able to use cold iron?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, you just don't want to get stabbed by it. It's almost like for you guys, it's like I don't want to say poison ivy because that's a little too aggressive. But when you guys are handling it, like you can handle it, but it like an archfey, it'll just burn them straight up. But you guys, you get like a tingly rash feeling, but it goes away once you let go. It's just uncomfortable.
Metal arm, glove.
She got a point.
Is that iron?
This?
Yes.
It's a combination of metals, just kind of whatever I could get. There's like chunks of copper, and like there's some steel, there's some iron.
Yes, I was admiring the polish the other day. Yes.
You gotta be fabulous. But I think we should do it. I don't think we should get the one in Galen's, because what if there's a soul trapped in it that we need to free?
Well, then we
Then we would have
want
it.
Then we would want it.
Yes.
But I don't see how we could get to his anyway.
And plus, if he had that, I mean, what else was in that study that we may not have noticed? There may be other things of use to our heroes.
I'm not sure if that was the only thing I saw. I don't know what you guys want to do, but I kind of want to do this because I think it's going to help us.
Get the ghost engine?
I think so. I don't know. Something is just telling me in my gut that this is a good idea.
All right, should we go ask Fishhead Frank?
I think that's a good start.
There may be some instructions towards the back of this book.
Then what are you doing? Read it. Read it faster.
Well, I must say, if we are going to pursue this endeavor, then I will be personally overseeing the construction with you, Miss Nick.
Fair. I accept those terms.
Very well, then. We will do this responsibly.
Yes, I am very responsible with my creations.
Good, good.
I mean, we trusted you with all the bombs, so...
Yeah, exactly. You know how you don't want to know how much gunpowder is in my room.
We feel some. Yes.
You're really keeping that around them orphans? Oh, they'll
yes.
probably just dodge all the shit.
Yes, they tuck and roll. Yeah, fine. Soft bones.
So yeah, do you guys want to go over to Fishhead Frank's?
Once Michael Smith has done his reading.
Oh yeah, no, there's you pretty much got all out of there. There's no like instruction manual or anything like that. It's just like a history of. It's like a primer.
Okay, well then we'll leave the books as is here on the table, and we can leave.
We need to put these back.
Oh no, they have somebody to do
somebody who does that.
that. That's what they're employed for.
I suppose that's what the students interns.
Right. Give them something to do.
Very well. Theo makes a nice, neat pile on the corner of the table.
Well,
That's
that's
very-
considerate.
At the end of each aisle is like a table specifically for, okay, it came from here, and like you said, it's commonplace for the students to go put it back. It kind of familiarizes them to like where the books are. As you guys are all leaving, everybody give me a perception check.
Oh,
Fucking assassins. I knew it. I knew it.
The books are alive.
oh no. That's another 6 for me.
Yeah, 6. One more.
Ready?
Oh.
Yezen,
Okay.
the dark horse.
Yezen's got eyes.
Yeah.
So while everybody was doing that, and you're missing out on, you're looking at your pornos. So as everybody's coming out, you just out of the corner of your eye, you see, you're just names that almost kind of go with Mohr'Gu'Dahl, like that same. It just right at the corner, and then all of a sudden you look over, and in alphabetical, what you would assume could be Mohr'Gu'Dahl's book is missing, but it's the same style of names, and they're about devils and demons.
Wait, hold up now.
Yes.
Yezen's gonna look around on the tables to see if there's any like books or anything. Does it seem like there'd be a book that'd be right here in a particular alphabetical order?
Yes. Then he's gonna look at the book left and the right, and then run to the index. Try to see if he can figure out what was between those two.
there's a magical index. It's like a globe that you can kind of pick up and manipulate and spin the sides, and it makes different columns go left and right, and you're kind of just almost like the Enigma maze, but on more of a 2D type of deal. And yeah, you get to it, and it's listing off diabolical names, and Mohr'Gu'Dahl's one's in there.
Yes, yes, and that's precisely what's missing. Look here, look here. He wants you to understand how the library works. It's important to him. You see, yes, they're all listed alphabetically by subject. And yes, this is precisely what's missing.
Does it say who took it?
Oh, let me see. I'm not sure how advanced in this. I'm back quite some time.
Yeah, so as you're going through it, you're cycling too, and once you kind of pull that name out and you're doing it, it shows you all the related stuff that it knows. It kind of like, you know, web links to all of them, where it's like, oh, well, these books also exactly. And there's a bunch of books on Mohr'Gu'Dahl from other planes in this library, and they all seem to be checked out.
Yes, they've all been checked out by the same person.
Yeah, there is no name.
Yes, the same person. Checked those doing their research. There are no names associated, but someone is quite interested in our friend Mohr'Gu'Dahl.
And one day, can we find out whether or not these books will be returned and when they're supposed to be returned? There's a time limit on how long you can borrow these books.
At the public library. Perhaps the school has a policy. So Theo starts going through school policy.
It's a long read. Yeah, there's a ton of fucking stuff in there. There is also it's like a master orator almost. He kind of clocks everybody that comes in and out. It's a magical book essentially that it's kind of in the same type of magic that the scanning in and out with the spyglass is in the exchange, only this is less sophisticated and less exact.
Can it be hacked?
It could. You never know. I mean, it's magic. Magic has backdoors.
Can Teddy try?
Sure.
See if we can get a name or an image.
Yeah, sure.
Arcana?
Yeah, whatever you feel like is going to best fit how you're trying to hack it with your big brain.
Arcana, I think. Yeah. Just maybe try to turn a few runes, you know, so they might look a little like something else.
You know what? Perfect. 22.
That's 22.
I'll even give it to you advantage if you want because of your researcher skill. You're in your wheelhouse.
Still at 22?
22.
I'll take it. That's good.
So the book kind of opens up and you ask it the question or the book you're looking for or whatever information about that book you're trying to, like the info you want, and a little spectral pen kind of comes up and starts writing all the stuff you need. But so nothing that you haven't found out before. And then you asked who checked it out, and it just draws a picture of Nimbletooth's cloak, like the from behind that look, but it's much taller.
Nimbletooth, look. Listen, I understand you're a shapeshifter. Are you able to grow taller?
Absolutely not. Now, but that does look like the cloak I'm wearing. But,
very much so.
Didn't you just get that cloak recently?
Right, I didn't get it. I mean,
From the
got
assassin.
it from the assassin that Lyyra killed.
Yes.
So that's what this guy was in here doing.
Yes.
Oh,
The books on Mohr'Gu'Dahl. I'm not sure if this really...
necessarily him, maybe another. Like I said, there's countless assassins.
right. Yeah, they would probably all have something similar to this cloak to disguise themselves. So,
Children of the Ash took out Mohr'Gu'Dahl books.
Yes.
right.
They all have this cloak, though.
Well, they like.
Is there
hide.
a maker's mark? I cast detect magic and see if there's any kind of maker's mark on his cloak.
Yeah, so you could do detect magic, followed with an arcana. The detect magic. So what's your specific thing you're trying to do? If you could roll a nat 20 on it, you'll totally be able. Yeah, because it's kind of it's outside the realm of it.
Yeah. Yep. I got you.
Nat 20, get it.
Here we go. Let's see. Oh my god!
Oh, what a
So damn close!
Missed
what a
by
tease.
one. Nat
God damn it.
19. You start. So the way your detect magic is working is you're almost casting it like ritually. You're just taking time to focus on it, and you're starting to pull like runes out of the air and assemble them. That you're just kind of pulling it from the cloak to assemble a name in front of you, and it's just as you're pulling runes out, they're kind of flitting away, and you almost got the word, and it just starts. The ends of it start dissipating, almost like sand in your fingers as you're trying to get it together.
Fuck. Yes, no.
Nothing?
No, it's quite obfuscated.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's what it was created for, so...
Yes, I mean, it does make sense that they would go through great lengths.
Not to be able to track it back to whoever made it.
Yes.
So
Alright.
this does confirm our suspicions that the Children of Ash are working with and or for Galen Drench, right?
Well, they try to hide his existence, or anybody to get more knowledge. But why? Particular because they know that Mohr'Gu'Dahl is opposed to? Like, don't give us the opportunity to figure out how we could beat him.
Or you think the Archdevil Mohr'Gu'Dahl wants to kill Galen Drench? Perhaps he made a pact and this is trying his way to get out of it. If he kills the devil, he may be free of his contract.
Maybe we do, like Galen Drench was using those methods or whatnot or whatever they were called, so he has some sort of connection with, I don't know, some sort of devil or demon.
Are methods demonic or devilish?
Demonic. Or devilish, sorry. They're diabolical.
Devilish.
Yeah.
Diabolical.
So Galen Drench is trying to figure out something to do with Mohr'Gu'Dahl, maybe to get out of his contract. Maybe Galen Drench didn't sabotage you or try to kill you, but also almost died in that incident and made some sort of fucking pact to get out of it. Or he did that ages ago when they blew up a bomb in his face and he made some sort of deal with the demon to survive.
He set the bomb off in my face.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it was not a this happened to all of us. No, he took one of my bombs and set it off and threw it at us.
Fair enough. Well,
Snick, with all this going, roll. Boy, I don't.
Hatred.
Roll for vengeance.
Roll for vengeance.
using my skill, vengeance is mine.
You know what? I'm not even gonna. You're just kind of starting to relive it a little bit now that it brought back up. With the explosion, it's almost like when it happened. Whether it's you don't remember it because it's physically you took a shot to the head and you physically can't remember it, or it might be like a coping mechanism where you're trying to forget it. But now that it's been coming up so much, and after your visit with wherever you just were, you're starting to remember that the thing that came out of the chest that you guys took out of the ruins, your buddy handed it off to Galen Drench, and it did kind of resemble a tome wrapped in, like burlap.
There's just a look of realization on her face. I think we helped Galen get the book.
What?
None of these books in here in this library were written in Infernal about Mohr'Gu'Dahl, were they?
No, these are all just common, just kind of like the Britannica
Translations.
Encyclopedia version of the guide to the multiverse.
Was Galen Drench researching Mohr'Gu'Dahl to find Mohr'Gu'Dahl's book, tome, whatever it is? Because none of these books are in Infernal, and the book we saw him holding was in Infernal. Is he trying to summon Mohr'Gu'Dahl?
That's what I was trying to say. He's probably trying to summon him to help take over the city, because Lyyra had a vision that he was trying to take over the city with a big, giant ruby serpent. I don't know if that part was metaphorical, but what better way to take over a giant established city than with a demon?
Is Mohr'Gu'Dahl some sort of, like, is his iconography some sort of giant red snake?
But would he just make a pact with Mohr'Gu'Dahl then?
Or he's trying to summon him and control him? Like, I never saw the book, but we handed him a book that was wrapped in burlap.
It could have some sort of secret arcane knowledge of Mohr'Gu'Dahl, some sort of, I don't know, city destroying spell.
There is powerful magics in the Nine Hells.
Which means if he already has that book, and we saw him using that book and the methods, trying to get that teleporter to go back to that basement, what the fuck is in that basement that he needs?
Right. He's got to get back to the nest. Why?
Yes, he is desperate to get there.
If you guys want, with working through that, if you guys want to roll Arcanas or Religions or something along those lines, to try and figure out what could be special about the nest for him, particularly.
For Galen Drench or for Mohr'Gu'Dahl?
For whatever you're trying to figure out. Yeah, why? Yeah.
You said Arcana or Religion?
Arcana, Religion, yeah, something about knowledge of the planes, something along those lines.
What about just an intelligence ability check, just to try to recall what's in the room specifically?
If you wanted to do like a perception of your memory or investigate your memory, you're trying to look back.
Yeah.
Proceed yourself.
Investigation would be
not
Nice.
bad.
Ooh.
All right, so we got 222s. Investigations.
Just sit quietly, Scott.
Yezin's like throwing all the good questions out there, and then he's like pondering on it. He's just like, nope,
He's
got
thinking
nothing.
too hard about the questions and not trying to answer them.
I
He's
feel
like
like-
patting himself on the back for having good questions.
I feel like every time you go and ask the question, then the Windows power down fucking sound goes off like, "Ba-da-ba-dum," and then you just system reboot.
Can we take a break here?
Yeah, we'll take a with
That's
that.
the
We'll take a break. We'll everybody take a little pipi, and we'll come back with some answers.
Right.
You're doing great.
disconnected.
All right, we back in this bitch. Timeless Mike Bronson.
Another episode. Time wizard, time mage, and friends.
That'd be such a
We're
good
changing the
show.
name.
Every episode now, instead of it'll be like episode 13, Time Wizard and Friends, and then just keep going.
Right. Yeah.
Just
Dude, I was actually looking at the cover art for a Van Damme movie called Time Cop, and I wanted to Photoshop.
dude,
I wanted to Photoshop fucking.
it's
Teddy's
good
picture in
actually. I'm mad how good that movie is. It's like a 93 or some shit like that.
there. Yeah.
All right, so where did we leave off? You guys just figured out a bunch of shit. There's a question.
We gave you 10 minutes to figure out.
Yeah, I fucking dropped the ball. I went and got water and had a great time talking about fucking devils and dicks. So here we are.
That's what D&D stands for, actually.
Devils and
No.
dicks. Yeah.
Devils and dicks.
Erotic frog fan fiction.
That's it, baby.
Queen of broken dicks. That's
Queen of broken boners.
You guys found out all the information. You guys, Snick remembered something about the past. There was a question. This isn't good at all. I can't remember shit. What the fuck did you guys just
We were
want to
just
know?
leveling up and counting the treasure, right, guys?
Yeah.
That's what we were doing.
I mean, I just asked the question of, what could he possibly need to get back into the Fortress of Solitude?
That's right.
for?
That's right.
And
Yes.
while you were gone, you were supposed to think of all the answers, but what have you done?
Wing it like
About
usual.
devils and dicks. Come on.
All right, so we got the 22 Arcana. That's right. Yezin had the 8. So Yezin's asking all the questions, but doesn't have any of the answers. 17
There's a difference
Arcana.
between wisdom and intelligence, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, specifically, I believe the question was, what would Galen Drench or Mohr'Gu'Dahl through Galen Drench, because that's another question, want with the nest? Because there's obviously a reason why he's trying to restore that teleporter into the nest. So let's see, the 22. Okay, so the investigation, the 22 investigation, Nimbletooth, is either you don't. Everything in there seems to be pretty much found out. You don't believe that it is physically anything in there or anything in there anymore, but it could physically be that place. The 22 for Arcana, actually, and Theo was the 25 was from before the tech magic.
Yeah.
Both of those are the 17 and the 22 for Arcana. What kind of draws your attention is the nature of that area, where it's more of an ethereal in between pocket dimension. Like, that's why the phase spider was there. It's not necessarily, it's like a strange limbo. It's like a place that shouldn't exist, but it does. So there might be something to that where, with how things have been going, when you so actually I'll give it to Nimbletooth too. You're putting together, so when you hit that like jelly of the teleporter to go through of that gate, there's that in between in there where it's kind of that same conduit. And same thing with Snick, it's that same feeling when you walk from through that gate into the nest that you got when you just talked to the Bone Queen. It's that same kind of in between, that like highway of communication and power.
Yes,
What
I don't.
What if it's the organ? Maybe he just tried to get back to the organ. Every time we go back to the room, we end up learning a little more information. What if he just needs to? What if he wants to play the organ, see what it tells him, so he can figure out what he needs to do?
Yes, I suppose it would not be recorded times he was not in there. Maybe there is information that he's missing.
Or it's because it's its own location. We don't usually see face fighters. Like, that's not super common.
Yes,
Right.
it is a bit of a demi-plane, is it not?
So
Right.
maybe
And-
that's the
and it-
appeal?
And it
Would
was
be
weird to get in
easier
there.
to contact or get to the demons or hell or whatever it is through a demi-plane than it is from our plane?
I have heard of such things.
Is
Certain
is
bits
is
of
the-
veil are thinner at certain areas. Could be a bridge
Yeah.
to another world.
those
yes,
those words?
Yes. Yes. You're
I'm
completely
using
right.
my brain too much. This hurts.
They're just
No, no,
smoke coming out of them.
Now speak Enya's and smoke.
Oh, you two are brothers.
Yeah. So I see the resemblance now. Yes. Yes, no, it makes complete sense. Perhaps it's a bridge between worlds.
So is there no other demi-plane he could use? Is this really the easiest one to get to, which he's been failing
He
at?
knows of it, certainly.
But
I mean, that they're not always easy to find.
Or is there a specific item he's trying to get in there that we had no idea what it was?
But we know that all the portals led to one place specifically, so we always come through the same portal and we go out and end up where we came from.
Correct.
He's trying to get from his back to that. So the other one, one of the other two is where he needs to travel from.
Possible he may be trapped in another plane of existence, and that is his only pathway back. Like you say, the other portals could go to other places. Who's to say if those teleportation circles lead back to this world or others?
Whoever created it, that's what
Did
Laura
he
said.
somehow survive in his body somehow, and there's something else inside his body trying to get back in that room because his ghost engine, which has his soul, is still in that room?
Yes, he may be possessed.
Wait, so you're saying that if he died in the room, like he was trying to get everybody killed, when he did die, he was just sent back to where he came from? To his ghost engine?
or
No. I'm saying, so in that room, we know that Snick's parents set off a bomb trying to kill Galen Drench, and somehow he survived.
Well, I don't necessarily believe it was a bomb to kill people. It was more so a magical explosion to destroy those teleportation circles.
I think they were trying to kill Galen.
Because if they just wanted to destroy those teleportation circles, you can probably do it less than a bomb, right?
Yeah.
Like a hammer. A hammer could probably do it.
Depends on who made them. It's quite difficult to destroy certain magical items.
Didn't Jamora say that and I vaguely remember seeing this, I don't know why, that my dad set the bomb and then they tried to run, they ran back through our portal. And it was all specifically pointed at his portal for when I thought she said when he came through that it went BAM!
Well, it looked like they were trying to set it up, and then he came through, so they set it off in a hurry.
But they didn't want to get trapped. Apparently somebody was, though.
Well, again, if it were a magical bomb and you were in there when it went off, if it were to destroy the other portals, you'd be trapped there with that horrible spider.
With all this new questioning and information and discoveries, do a different round of. We'll do. You're essentially trying to remember what was in that room. So, since Nimbletooth, since you just rolled an investigation, try that. Or you guys can go back if you want to. But if you want to try and something sparking off your memories of being in there, you're starting to put pieces together. So if you want to do investigation or perceptions or arcana again, something like that.
I'm gonna do investigation this time. Try to remember what was in there.
I'll do a perception.
Fix it up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, then you just sit there and shut up.
He isn't on brand.
This game sucks.
Yeah.
As usual.
God, what is
You
with it
really,
today?
dude, you gotta sober up. You had one too many.
So you 17, 25. So with the 25, which is insane, and the 17, you guys are starting to remember too. Now that you've seen what a ghost engine looks like, and if you want to go grab that book, you can compare it, but that it almost looked like it was just a massive version of a ghost engine with explosives on it.
Oh, hold on. Theo backtracks. Like, you guys, I don't know how far out of the library you guys made it. Or we all made it. He's gonna head back to that book and compare.
Essentially, from what you're remembering now with all the pieces, and Snick, you're remembering it too, like now, and especially since you essentially, you know how the piece works that's inside of you that keeps you running. And with the new information of this book, it essentially was just an upscaled ghost engine that was with extra explosives. So it was like a double whammy.
Peter, do you remember the bomb looked like the pieces?
Yeah.
You may be onto something with ghost engine.
I'm just gonna start sketching like some of the pieces that I saw.
Do we have to go back to the basement right now?
I think so.
I don't know. It's already destroyed.
But yeah, there's nothing there to see.
Well, perhaps I should start my work repairing these portals.
Maybe I can repair the exploded ghost engine.
Now that you know what it's supposed to be,
You have more insight onto that pile of scrap that I wasn't sure about.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like you would be able to just fix it, put it back together. We might be missing some pieces, and we're definitely missing a soul to put into it, right? So, wait, that means, what did your parents use? Whose soul did they use to power that thing?
or is it? Hang on. Now,
Yes,
the ghost engine traps souls inside of it. But what happens if a ghost engine breaks?
I assume the soul is destroyed.
Destroyed
Released.
or set free?
Yeah,
Is there a difference? Isn't?
Because if that was an oversized ghost engine holding, I don't know, some sort of fucking archdemon, archdevil, and the person who walked through that gate just got possessed by an archdemon, archdevil that just got released from this.
Are you saying they may have used Mohr'Gu'Dahl's soul, and upon the detonation, it was freed and jumped into the nearest body, which happened to be Get-In Drench?
Why else would he go for seek the knowledge of Mohr'Gu'Dahl and get the book?
Because he's evil.
but
I don't know.
would he just know what he's capable of?
Well, he would need a physical form.
I don't.
Yeah, he's got Galen's form.
I don't.
Yes. Perhaps
Yeah, but I even see, like, Teddy,
do memories persist? I don't know.
you use books, right? You put your spells in your books, and you got to study them if you want to use them, right?
Yes, perhaps it was a spell book.
Maybe
He was.
he got
Mohr'Gu'Dahl
his-
was a great wizard.
He got his spell book, his spell book, and now he's trying to get the, I don't know, what do you call the things you got to use to cast spells?
Incredible skills.
No, the physical things you use, the materials.
Yeah, arcane focus and yes, components.
Components?
No, the components.
But it does take incredible skill.
Sure.
But you need something physical to use as fuel for the spell.
Look,
Yes,
this
for
is
some, yes,
all
yes.
this is all just speculation. I have no idea, and frankly, my brain hurts.
Yes, well, you're doing quite good. I'm pretty impressed with you today. You might make a wonderful student someday.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said right there.
Snick, you're also confident. You're also confident too that to the state of the parts and that they're not really salvageable, but they just share the resemblance to what a massive upscaled version would look like.
Does that book on Ghost Engine say what happens to the souls of a broken ghost engine?
Teddy's gonna look. You go look it up.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, and it essentially is punishment, and it just to keep them contained for as long as the ghost engine is intact, and once it's destroyed, there's just kind of speculation about what could happen, and it's either the soul is destroyed, it finds a new host, it just dissipates, a whole bunch of things.
Yes, these are difficult questions, Yasin. Little is known. I mean, how do you measure a soul? Some weigh them, some try to get the temperature of the air. No one knows. It's guesswork. Guesswork. But yes, if they, create effects in the room, what have you. Roll the candles out, dim the lights, etc. But these are meant as prisons, and when they break, some say that they escape, some say they are freed, some say they are destroyed. There's really only one way to find out.
We gotta find Galen Drench and
put him in one of those, yes.
So I need to build one. So we're cool with me building one?
Yes.
I have a feeling I know where we can harvest some materials.
Where?
The basement.
Well, yeah, that's where we were planning on going, no?
A lot of it.
Or do we still need to go to Fishhead Frank?
I think Fishhead Frank's, because I don't know if any of that stuff's going to be salvageable.
It was quite old and
pretty beaten up.
Well, would you want to check to see what's there, what's too destroyed and needs to be replaced, what's completely missing based on your sketch?
I would prefer fresh supplies so I can guarantee its durability and stability.
Yeah. He is correct.
But you need to see what you need to replace.
I think I got it.
That's when we have a primer and
mind.
Yes, I think between the two of us we can.
All right then.
With her skill and my supervision, I believe we can get much done.
Holy shit, what if this means that Galen Drench wasn't evil? And that his soul has literally just been replaced by somebody evil?
He was still a double agent betraying the Brass Drake.
But
so he's bad either way.
Did we know that? I thought the only evidence we had was him coming through that portal.
Right.
But he blew her arm off.
Yeah,
that was after.
after
he got possessed.
Did Mohr'Gu'Dahl tell us he was a double agent? And there was some...
Yeah, but why was he a double agent?
The only way they knew he was a double agent is
Perhaps Gamora's a double agent and she was lying to you.
That could be true. That's a possibility.
All right. Maybe this one.
But why would she keep you alive all this time just to lie
his
to you?
eye is just twitching.
Yes. I would have killed you as a child. It would have been so much easier. No, it makes no sense.
Yeah, but she's a useful tool. So why would you kill her?
Yes, if you could twist her mind, if you could manipulate her into believing all these things and fighting your foes for you.
Are you still holding the book?
Yes. Nibbletooth, you're onto something.
Are you still holding the book?
I'm right in front of it. It's on the table.
I'm just gonna knock the book off the table and walk out the door.
Snickerdoodle.
Oh! That's quite disrespectful.
Got a full name. Damn.
You just Spanish mom me.
Yeah.
The
You get a
fucking chancla's coming next.
Flying at you.
All right, where are you off to, Snick?
I guess I'll go over to Fishhead Frank's.
Perfect.
Yezin's gonna follow right after too. We're done with the books. I'm done. I'm done being big brain.
For today, yes. You've done well. That Teddy's gonna clean up and then he'll catch up.
Maybe we should keep the book with us.
Yes. There might be more. Yes. Good point, number 2.
Yeah.
Teddy will check it out. It'll be just a moment. Teddy will go through all the steps.
Perfect. Yeah, it's pretty quick. The Grand Arbiter just kind of writes it down in the book and draws a picture of your little face as you go by. Cool. So you guys are off to Fishhead Frank's?
Yep. Yeah, and Nimbletooth will leave with Michael Smith Bronson.
Thank you for using the full name.
Michael B. Smith Bronson.
All right, so we're going to College Park, which is pretty close to Fernwig's Cauldrons and Components, with the proprietor, Fishhead Frank. Yeah, it's in our world it would be like 8:30ish. He stays open late sometimes, just because sometimes wizards need components, so he accommodates that. He's right in the middle of College Park too, so there's always kids doing experiments and trying new spells. So yeah, it's open.
Nice late night cram session.
All right, just gonna walk on in. Hey, Frank, I'm back.
You just see the barrel turn around and an eyeball pop out. Hey, Snick, what's going on?
The usual. My life is falling apart. Everything I've known is a lie. You know how life be sometimes.
Yeah, Tuesday. I get you.
Wait, today's Tuesday?
Yes, 2 days after yesterday, Tuesday.
I need some supplies.
Well, you came to the right spot.
Okay, so I'm gonna start in my brain going through the catalog of, because I had went through that pile so extensively to be,
sure.
And I can tell what bomb parts versus this machine would be, to make a rough list in my head.
Now, I have a question. Are you building a ghost engine that is your size or a replica of the other one?
My size, because I need to stick it in here.
Fair. Okay. I didn't know if yeah. So, all right. So you're just getting parts for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a pretty good idea, especially with all the diagrams and stuff that we've seen recently. You also have a weird inkling idea of what you're looking for too, as after you came back from that vision with the Bone Queen. You're pretty set. It's almost like a sixth sense.
Okay, I'm gonna jot everything down because I don't want to say it aloud just in case there's someone listening.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna slide it over and be like, I need this stuff.
The eyeball comes out and looks down and he's like, oh boy, what are you getting into?
I've got a new crazy invention, and I think it's gonna be my best one to date.
If you say so. I mean, I got the parts if you want to build them, but I think I have an idea of what you're going for, and they have, I mean, the size of what you want is kind of small, so maybe not. I was going to say they have pre-built ones at the Forsaken Script, the Cursed Item Shop, but if you want to just make one, that's fine too.
Yeah, I need it to be a little smaller.
Yeah, I could, boy. You
The
might need
man
to
that
get...
we're gonna put in it has a tiny dick, so he definitely has a tiny soul.
Fair. There are phallical problems rampant in the city. I get it. I can get you a couple of things. Let me see what I got. He goes in the back. The barrel goes on its side and rolls away, and you hear stuff clanging and banging in the back room, and rolls back and pops up on the chair.
Nick, you never said you were in a relationship with Galen Dranch.
I wasn't. I'm just assuming by the way he acts.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay.
He very much gives off that small dick energy.
He overcompensates you, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
He's got a really big truck.
A disembodied voice.
It's just Atticus from the back room.
Atticus.
Yeah, Bert just leveled up.
I was like,
Where's that chocolate that was thrown earlier?
I was like, holy shit, Amy has a voice? Oh, that's fantastic.
He's gonna get a fucking wheel.
Oh my god. That was amazing.
Jesus Christ. We're clipping that.
That's going on the TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, so he kind of just like box of just bullshit that it just kind of looks like haphazard to anybody that doesn't know what they're looking at, but it's essentially just scaled down versions of what it would look like to make a smaller like lantern, a tiny little lantern almost.
All right, I need that. I'm just running through. All right, how much?
Listen, first off, business as usual. These guys are cool, right? Because some of this stuff you can't, let's just say, have within the city limits.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to ask that question before you get the materials and put them on the counter.
Listen, I never said I'd let you get out, but I'm just,
We've been here before.
Yeah, I know, but things change. I'm just making sure she's not hostage or something.
No.
Have you seen her guns?
Okay, that's fair.
We're hostages.
That's fair.
They're good people. That one likes to talk too much, and she's pointing to Theo, but otherwise...
Theo's harassing the apprentices who are practicing their magic. He's taking it upon himself to like help them with their form.
Did you even make it inside, or are they the dudes that are just outside doing their shit?
Yeah, he's outside just harassing. Like you probably see him through the doorway, but he's
having a Roman candle fight just in the streets.
These kids, they're doing it all wrong. They're doing it all wrong.
It's Hermione, like it's Leviosa.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them kicks you in the shin.
He's like,
he gets fucking teleported. Oh shit!
Little shit. Right back to your mother. Listen, Snick. I don't know what you're getting into, and I probably don't want to know. But I mean, I can't even, in a good conscience, make a profit off this. So, if you just give me what the cost that I have into it, that's fine. It just don't get yourself trapped in this.
Oh, it's not for me.
I know. I know. I gotta say, don't get trapped in this.
I won't. I'm gonna hopefully save the city.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what got me stuck in this barrel, so I hope you're the best.
Saving the city or a ghost engine?
All of it.
What?
Yeah, I speak in riddles. I'm an enigma.
These riddles suck.
If you just give me like 10 gold, that'd be... I'm not supposed to have all this cold iron, so
Yep, I didn't get it here. I got it somewhere else. Okay, so since you seem to know what I'm building, what if I wanted to, get a soul? Can I just go to the Cursed Emporium? Will they have one?
They might have one that's got a soul in already, but usually when a soul is departing, you use this to prevent it from departing.
Okay.
So essentially, you're damning it to stay here instead of moving on.
Okay. All right. I think we're good. I'm looking at Nibbletooth and yes, I'm like, I think we're good.
It's about the time fucking Mike walks in.
Welcome. We're about to leave unless anyone else wants to do a quick. Do you need another teacup?
Oh, no, I have everything I need, thank you. Frank, you took care of the lady?
The eyeballs looking around. Who the fuck is the guy talking to?
Did you get everything you need?
We're good.
Now, Frank, I do have a question. Maybe you might know. You got any things that might ward off or help against demons and or devils?
Yeah, I might, but it depends on which one. A demon or a devil.
Which one was Mohr'Gu'Dahl again?
Remember, we talked. Remember the lecture?
He was a demon, no? The worst of the two.
Nimble tooth.
Teddy, just fucking say it.
Teddy.
The fucking Mike Bronson, fucking say it.
He was a devil. You know that. We just spoke.
That's it? Oh, he's only a devil?
Well, he's an archdevil.
Devil, archdevils.
Yes.
Boy, that's some pretty heavy stuff. What are you guys getting into?
We don't know. We 100% don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anything for an archdevil.
Is it that much worse?
Well, what about devils? We smaller scale devils.
Yeah, I mean, you could get something to protect yourself from one.
Yeah, do you have anything?
I don't. I do not deal with things like that, but I know what you need.
Yeah, what is it would need?
You need the severed finger of an honest man.
Of an dishonest?
Of an honest man.
Oh.
Yes. You fight good with evil, evil with good, and what have you. Yes.
Now, did you say the 7 fingers?
Severed.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, we gotta get 7 of them? Oh.
You got the wrong instructions.
Emma, where do you start counting the fingers, though?
He just gets 7 fucking fingers. The devil shows up and he's just like, oh, wait a minute. Come on.
Would they have those kind of things at the cursed cornhole or whatever you said it was?
I don't. It's not a cursed item. It's you have to take it from an honest man.
Yes.
Well, you're cursed if you don't have those fingers.
That
It's in
is
your
fair.
curse if you take them.
That is fair. They cannot be taken willingly. You have to take it from this honest man so you can see the endeavor.
Yes. You then become evil yourself.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, yes.
Well, fair enough. I was hoping there was maybe some other more magical, less severed finger means.
Well, this is why it's so important.
I don't know, like
not to
silver
make
or something.
deals
I don't know.
with devils. Yes, and remember we talk about don't make deals with devils.
I didn't make no deals with devils.
Well, that's why we
we're
don't.
trying to go kill this archdevil who's surrounded by other devils.
You see his eye pop up.
What archdevil?
So,
Did I say archdevil?
relative.
I meant parched bevel. It's
That makes
very
even-
thirsty.
That makes
Yes,
even less sense.
There's a pub nearby.
The less you know, the better.
Yeah.
It's
Plausible
it's a
deniability.
pub for blacksmiths. The parched bevel.
Yes. We should. They're meeting us there soon. Go. We should go.
He just kind of like looks down at Snick. He's like, listen, Snick, I don't know what you're getting into. I'm not really in the business of telling people what to do, but just be careful.
I will. I'm gonna give him a fist bump.
Just gives you a tentacle eye, like.
It's just, all right. Keep it real. You hear anything bad going down? Stay safe.
Well, that's the only way I know how to stay. That and gelatinous, because I am a jelly.
Fair. All right.
Just
Thanks
be
so
glad
much.
you're not a cube.
We ready? I'm leaving.
Yeah, we're gone. We're out.
Okay.
Looking at these parts that you have too, you feel like you could do it relatively quick. It wouldn't take too long to put these things together. It's a fairly simple setup.
Do you guys want to go back to the orphanage real quick?
It's a place to be.
I thought that's where we were going.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to go to my workshop.
Yeah.
Workshop.
The workshop in my room.
Oh, yes, your room. Yes.
It's a crappy bed, my hammock, and then everything else is just a workshop.
No, he was expecting a big open workshop. So you have a workshop? Oh, no, your room.
Do you have a workshop? Of
Yes.
any caliber?
It's called a study, and yes, I have one.
Do you have your own room or do you rent it?
I have my own, thank you.
As we're just bickering
Yeah.
back and forth.
So-
I learned it from a man named Leomund.
So as the husband and
Or
wife
Leo,
bicker
as we
back
call
and
him.
forth, eventually you get up to the orphanage. Business as usual. Jamor is outside sweeping a pile of sand that doesn't make any sense.
Hey Gertrude, how's it been quiet?
Oh, I'm fine.
Any visitors?
Just the kids.
Okay. You have a good night. I'm gonna pap her on the back.
Well, you and Theo are gonna go build this thing. We haven't eaten all day, so maybe I'll go do some pickup at What Elsia and meet you back here. I have no desire to watch whatever's about to happen.
There's much to learn, Yezen.
That's actually not a bad idea. I'll hand you a gold for food.
Yism writes down everybody's like order, like
I'll go with you, Yezen.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't want to see whatever this is. I don't want whatever's inside of me getting trapped in whatever this is if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Mike's gonna order the same exact thing he got the first time they went.
I think it was
Which was?
the stew or something like that,
I
right?
think so. Yeah.
Some sort of fresh stew.
Squash soup.
Yeah, it's like their go-to. You know how they have like the normal stuff and then the specials. It's like So yeah, if we'll handle that. If you guys go over to What Ails You, you see all the copies of I think it was Craghorn, I believe, at What Ails You. Yeah, the giant Firbolg.
Yes. No, Craghorn. I said, hey.
No.
Well, come on. Tell him I said hello.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
I don't think he knows who Michael Smith Bronson is, though.
Well, you tell him the cool guy with the hat.
Who?
He'll know.
Say his
Cool.
name. What's his name?
Oh.
No one knows.
Then he's not gonna know. All
That's
right.
fine. That's fine. Then go. Just go. Just go then.
Yeah, hop, skip, and a jump. You're back over at What Ails You. You know how it looks. It looks great. It's fun. It's shenanigans, goofy shit on the wall. And you see Craghorn. Craghorn is sitting pretty much right in front. Oh, hey, dude. Welcome
Hey,
back.
I came to make a to go delivery. Well, not delivery. To go order. You do that? Is that all good?
Oh, of course, dude.
Cool. Yeah, did Nimbletooth go with?
Yeah, and I'm assuming Sveek is with us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not walking.
What can I get you?
It just hands him the slip of paper.
He just kind of takes it. It turns to sand. You can see it fly into the back, and then a couple minutes later, just a bunch of fucking like plates with food all on it, and then the lids kind of go on top. And it's essentially just two plates, and they cover over top like a clamshell. And he's like, "Would that be it, dudes?"
Yeah, and just can you just like sell bottles of alcohol, just like full, maybe even a cask? Is that possible?
Yeah, I can get you a big one.
Yeah, that too, please.
We have it in casks or flagons.
What's the difference?
I don't know. They just tell me to offer a cask or flagon.
Which one's bigger?
I think a cask.
I'll take the cask.
Just another one comes out.
All right, what's the total?
That's like 3 gold.
Yeah, here you go.
I appreciate it.
But the guy with the big hat says he hopes you have a bad day. I don't know why he's such a dick, but...
Oh, well, I'm sorry I hurt his feelings.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know either, dude.
I'll tell him I'm sorry if I've offended him.
Yeah, I'll pass it on. I think you're a great dude. You're great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're
you,
great.
the player, I'm gonna find you, the player, and take this out on you, you motherfucker. I'm coming to your house. Just fucking personal, man. Oh Christ.
Yeah, you can see him get a little, like, not choked up, but just kind of like a little offended. Like he thought he did his job pretty well, and he thought everybody was having a good time last time.
You do a great job, man. I don't know why he couldn't come and tell you himself if he wanted to say such outlandish things.
Well, because he's a coward.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Both of you. Fuck both you guys.
Right.
Both of you guys. Friendship over.
Well, have a good night, despite what that other douchebag said.
Right.
You as well.
And here's an extra gold. You know, he told us not to tip you because your service is terrible, but you know, but we think you're great. So I mean, if you want to, next time we're in here, and if you want his food to be a little tainted or a little off, that's expected. We would expect that kind of retribution.
We just created a villain's backstory.
This is totally a one shot.
I'm gonna write my own fan fiction where this guy hunts Theo throughout the fucking multiverse.
It's just Craghorn's revenge.
Yeah, it even sounds good. It does.
Yezin puts his hand on Craghorn's shoulder and like, don't let him get you down, man. You're a great server. You're a great host. You're doing great.
I appreciate that, dude.
And then Yezin just leaves.
You can see him just kind of wipe a little bit of a tear on his eye. He's like, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So we'll cut back to the orphanage with Snick, and let's change up the music because it's a little bit different over at the orphanage compared
we need
to
montage music. Montage music. Come on, baby.
Do it in a montage.
So you guys are, turn this up a touch, in Snick's workshop. It doesn't take long, with the help of Amy holding things and used to following your lead, and with all the
Supervision
from Teddy No Tipper over here. You've had
Hey, you got another name.
Teddy No Tipper. Craghorn Spain.
There's a picture of him in the back room.
86 list.
So, yeah. There's a sketch of him like, with the big fucking hat.
Does this look like spit to you?
Kill on sight. Kill on sight.
It's a bar of soap in my coffee. Got you good, fucker.
Bite it. Just bite it.
Yeah, it comes together really, really quick. It isn't a simple, or it isn't a difficult design. It's more or less a you shouldn't be building it kind of thing. This is why people don't, just because of the severity of what could happen. That's why people steer clear of them. But again, the easiest things are sometimes the most dangerous, right? Fucking Dungeons & Dragons.
Like your mom.
Here we are. Yeah. Gateway drug, D&D. Yeah, so you craft it rather quickly. Teddy, what you realize is it doesn't quite look like what is in the picture that you're used to seeing, that you've seen.
Why are you doing that? It must be the other way.
I'm trying to make it efficiently. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. Trust me.
Century-old design. But
yeah, and century-old designs can be made better with nicer technology.
Yes, this is true. Yes.
So we will be the next segment in the history of Snick, with the supervision of Mike Bronson Smith, reinvented.
Michael Smith Bronson.
I can't keep track.
But your point is correct.
So yes, this.
All right, be careful.
Okay.
Where are you gonna put that piece?
This piece, that's a piece of garbage.
It looks like it would fit over there.
If you're gonna micromanage me, you can get out of my room.
Here to do. That's what I'm.
Just
My
gonna
job.
put her tools down and go, listen, I know I'm younger, but there needs to be a level of respect. And I need you to trust me that I know what I'm doing. And if you can't find the level of respect that I spent years building and creating everything that you see around you, she just points to the door.
You would be willing to scrap this whole project over your pride?
We're not scrapping the project. I just need you to respect me. And
But you are
trust that I
not
know what I'm
finishing
doing.
this without my supervision, so I'll be right
I
here.
don't need your
I'll be
supervision.
right here. I'll be right here. He just stands there in a huff. He'll leave you alone, though.
All right, so I will wrap it up. And is it the size of what I was aiming to make it?
Yeah, very easily. You could, with your cutting tools and how you know how to manipulate irons and things like that, and just the shape that you need. You know, like I said, almost with a sixth sense, what parts need to be kind of modified, and you know it needs to replace what you have in you.
Okay. Oh crap! I think I did forget something, Theo. Can you go downstairs into the ice box, because I need to temper this metal to the exact temperature once I heat it up. So can you just get me some ice from the ice box?
Yes, of course. Wait, downstairs?
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Okay. Teddy, hurries down there.
The second he leaves the
Yep.
door, I'm locking my room door. And I guess I'm gonna grab the core and pull it out and stick this one in.
Yeah, so let's do a few things.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing in that room?
So essentially,
The heart of Vecna.
what the damage you took, it crushed a large portion of your body, like a side. So essentially what you're going to be doing is like pulling it out the side. It's almost like a reactor that kind of slides in the side of your chest that kind of keeps your specific organs moving, and it's essentially like a pacemaker. So you're gonna have to, you don't have too much time. You have to get this thing out and the other one in quick before essentially you just expire, because you're gonna be removing what keeps you alive.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit down on the bed, just take a deep breath.
Teddy just walked into a corpse.
A soulless corpse.
Yep.
And I'm gonna turn it so it breaks the seal, and then I'm gonna pull it out and just as quickly as possible try to shove the other one in.
Yeah. Do you want Amy to try and help you with this?
Yes.
Okay, so
It's literally just the scene from Iron Man.
Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse.
Teddy Potts is gonna walk right in the door.
So essentially what I need you to do is roll
Saving throws.
2 constitution saving throws at advantage, because you have Amy helping you.
Okay.
Oof.
Saving throw, you said?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Not bad, not bad. The
And then-
9 turned into a 17.
Thank you, Amy.
And
Oh,
a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
You gain HP.
Yeah.
You get +4 Constitution forever.
Yeah. So, how this goes down. So, essentially, with you scripting, Amy, how it's going to play out and what you need them to do exactly. 1, 2, 3, and you rip it out. You initially take it's probably one of the most painful things, aside from being crushed by that pillar that you've felt in a long time. It's tearing out wires and sparks are flying. and you take this inanimate, just dead-looking, essentially cold iron lantern that you know shouldn't go into where it's going, but you're kind of using a leap of faith that this super sketchy bone lady told you to jam this inside of you, but it kind of feels like the right thing to do. And as you jam it back in, it's the same feeling you have when you pass through those gates, that weird in between, and you feel, Teddy, you sense this immense
Evil.
you sense this immense like pressure wave almost, but it's not a shock wave that's physical. It's not like there's a bomb that just went off. It's arcane, so you almost feel the weaving of some sort of strange arcane magic. But the thing that's bizarre is, it's, as being a theurgist, you know, when you can feel the twist of arcane and divine magic together, and that's what you feel. You feel just this massive wave of arcane and divine magic woven together fly over you, essentially.
Oh dear, what has she done? He's gonna rush back to the bedroom thinking that she's fucked up. She's probably blown to bits in there.
Yeah, so you get up there, the door's still locked. You are conscious, but you almost have like this tinnitus in your ears, like everything's ringing and everything. You just feel kind of like, I don't want to say on fire, but you feel like electric. Everything just feels hypersensitive.
Okay, I'm gonna take my heart core over to my desk and smash it so Theo won't be able to tell. I'll just say that something went wrong and it exploded.
Yeah, no, you hear scuffling around, and you hear a loud smash as something is destroyed on the other end of the wall.
He was just like shaking the door and banging on it. Snick!
I'm coming.
You actually, before you get to the door, you can both hear.
Oh, excellent.
And that's it.
What have you done? What have you done? Banging on the door.
I'm gonna just like get up to the door and like unlock it, because I know I'm about to get a tongue lashing, and just lean back. What
happened?
It exploded. I didn't get the ice on it enough, and the metal exploded. And I'll point to the smashed.
Teddy goes and looks at the smashed pieces on the floor. What is that smell?
My first injury? Oh god. I need to sit down. I'm just gonna sit down on the ground.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you feel that?
Did I feel the same pulse, or I was just
you felt it literally like well up, and it's essentially like you could feel it crushing in on you and well up inside of you, and then just dissipate in a huge blast.
Oh, did I just lock my soul in a lantern?
Teddy, you also now notice a lot of her fur centered around her chest has like white fringing.
Are you wounded? Are you okay?
Yeah, no. Oh god, that's a little tender, but I'm fine.
Every time she coughs, like a bluish colored smoke. It's not like regular smoke. It's like a light blue, pale smoke comes out.
Why were your doors locked?
Because I told you if you didn't respect me, I wasn't gonna let you in my room.
Yes, but I had the ice that you needed to prevent the explosion. Why would you do that?
Because I thought I had more time. It was a miscalculation for the size on my part. I will
incited. You better incite.
I will deception check it.
Oh, you lying bitch! You lying bitch!
Yeah, Mike Bronson with the
Yep.
15, Snick with the 16 to beat it out. Yeah, so you see a smashed core. It vaguely resembles what she was working on
Yep. Good
on
enough.
the ground. Yeah.
I told you this was a bad idea.
No, it was fine. I think it
What?
worked. I think it happened for a reason. I think we're okay. I
What do
think
you
we're
mean it
good.
worked? What worked?
I don't know. You felt the pulse, so clearly something happened.
An explosion happened, and you hear the voice.
What voice?
The voice.
I didn't hear a voice.
It was squints.
I heard you banging on the door.
Yes, and then something got smashed after the explosion.
It was what was ever falling off the table. I'm assuming remnants, me getting off the ground, because explosions kind of go. So
Yes.
if you're right in front of an explosion, you tend to go, ah.
Yes, I suppose. Are you sure you're?
Yeah, it's not the first time I've blown myself up, and it won't be the last.
Teddy goes to open a window because she's coughing up some weird mist.
Yeah.
You come, get some fresh air. Yeah, you inhaled whatever it was. It can't be good for you. We should get you to a physician.
How close do you get to Snick when you pass each other and open the door?
Oh, I'm right on her. I was checking out her wounds and shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah, so you could smell
without
just
violating her. Yeah.
you could smell ozone on her, like that crackle of magic, and she's almost just a very the closer you get, it's not like it's a 5-foot aura, but her very close immediate aura is very, very, very cold.
Oh, wait. Why do you feel cold? It was hot metal. It was an explosion. And you smell like teleportation.
Oh, it's cold iron, dummy.
Shut up, Yasin. Wherever you are.
Well, when you get really hot and then you feel cold because you got so hot,
Yes.
I'm going to assume that.
Yes, but you got very hot.
So I now feel cold.
To yourself, not to me.
I don't know.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm better than fine. I think I'm great.
We need to scrap this whole thing. I think you should stay away from this. You're clearly not ready for this level of technology.
I'm ready. I don't think making it the scale was the problem, but I'm going to agree with you that we should maybe table this for now so I can do more research.
Yes. Would be the wise decision.
All right. Where's Yasin and Nimbletooth with that food? I am starving.
Pizza time.
With that, Yezin and Nimbletooth return, and as everybody kind of, your ears kind of unfocus, and you're looking down at the smashed heart on the ground while everybody else is divvying out the food, and you're just staring at now, the heart that it used to be. And from here, like that model of Snick is dead. And you only hear as the game comes to a close.
Excellent. Now, fetch me Galen Drench.
And that would be that. And we'll end the game on that.
Holy shit.
Oh man, that was so heavy.
Did I fuck up? We'll find out.
Yo, ain't that what role-playing games are for? Fucking up.
Fucking up. It's for fucking it up.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that was so fucking
Nothing like
insane.
turning on your party.
It's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
At least she didn't say fetch me Teddy.
I'd be like,
Who?
you gotta go.
Oh, I don't know that man. All right.
Fetch me Michael Smith Bronson.
Bum, bum, bum.
Turns out you actually stole somebody's identity.
Right, their true name. You stole
yeah.
my true name. Prepare to die.
It's Mohr'Gu'Dahl's real name.
Right.
Shit. Raid. Today what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna raid. Where was it? I like this name as well. Whoa. It is. Where was it? The Swole Initiate Network.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Swole Initiative. Swole Initiative Network. It's so good. I love a dad joke. Oh god. All right. Swole Initiative Network. So we're gonna go raid those bad daddies. Go give them some love. I know some people are going to be in the Discord. I might be in the Discord for a little bit after this because that was pretty fucking heavy and I'm hot and sweaty.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop in for a bit.
So we'll see you guys next week, and hopefully we still have a fucking mouse.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I guess.
Actually, I gotta start the raid, so we're just gonna pretend now.
Yeah,
got,
let's just all sit here awkwardly
10
now. Thanks,
seconds.
man.
Just
Okay,
kind of
We
look at
already
each
said
other.
bye.
Christ.
No,
Like, how long can I
Turns
hold
out
you smile?
we're walking in the same
Ooh.
direction.
I'm just gonna send the raid mid conversation. There it goes.